Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. P. Dominique Paterano, founder and head coach of Crimson Coaching, expert academic assistance for students aged 5 and up. As many of you have tuned in for the past 5 weeks, we've been working on our college applications. You've brainstormed your essays, you've filled out the main parts of the Common App, and you've even begun to create your activities list. And last week I mentioned that I wanted you to put aside your drafts, your two rough drafts for your college apps, and I asked you to share them with a trusted friend, a parent, a guidance counselor. And now that most of us, at least in the Northeast, are finally back in school, I hope you had a chance to do that. If you haven't, I highly recommend you doing so this week, because next week we'll start engaging with those essays once again. For this week, though, I'd like to address something a little bit different for episode 6 of the College App Countdown course, and that is stress and time management. Many of you, I'm sure, especially those of you in the Northeast who just began school this week, are feeling a little stressed out by the enormity of the 7 weeks that lie ahead until early applications are due. Now you're juggling schoolwork, in addition to some of you are still taking the last round of your ACT, SAT, and you're trying to get this college application done at the same time. So tonight we're going to do two different things. The first will be a little relaxation or meditative breathing that I'd like you to try to do at least once a day to keep your stress under control, and the other will be a little time management advice. So I'm going to invite you now, even if you're a parent watching, you can do this too, to close your eyes. I'll do the same thing. Really check in to what's going on inside your body. Notice if your body is tense or loose. Notice if your breath is shallow or deep or fast or slow. And just notice that without any sense of judgment. And then slowly deepen your breath, taking in a big inhale through the nostrils, letting your belly hang open on the inhale. And exhaling through the nostrils, drawing your belly to the spine. One more time, we'll inhale deeply and exhale deeply through the nose. Gently open up your eyes. And if that felt good, I recommend highly either the free app, Insight Timer. Thanks, Vanessa Paterano Flowers, for saying you love these breathing exercises. I do too. I also recommend Insight Timer, which has a whole host of free exercises, and I've heard quite good things about the app Calm, C-A-L-M, as well, but that one's a paid app. So try to keep your stress level under control, and just know that I know this is a super busy time for seniors in high school, the first couple of months of the year. And I also know that you are going to get through it. The next thing I'd like to share with you is to break out either your Google Calendar or the phone, if you use the calendar on your phone, or if you use an old school paper planner. And I'd like you this week, your one job, in addition to breathing every morning or every evening, will be to map out 3 hours that you can devote to your college application process. Now, if you haven't done anything up until this time, you might need a little bit more time. If you've done quite a bit, you might need less. But in general, after working with students for a number of years, I find that 3 hours a week is appropriate for early September. If you are an athlete and you get home really late at night and you barely have time to do your homework, that's okay. You can block out all 3 hours on Saturday. Or if you prefer to do a little bit every night, then block out half-hour slots for 6 nights a week and take 1 night off. But however you slice it, I recommend 3 hours total to devote to the college application process. So that is my little tip of the week. Remember that if you haven't yet given your rough drafts to anyone to read over and get feedback from, please do that as well. And just a little note, we're trying something a little bit different with the Facebook Live video this week. I've been overjoyed with the number of people I've been able to help through Facebook Live. And I will be keeping this live video up on Facebook for a little bit, but then I'll be transferring the whole video over to YouTube. I have my own YouTube channel. It's Crimson Coaching. And I'll be sharing with you the specific link that each new episode can be found at right before I do another one. So this one's episode 6, and I'll be sharing that with everybody next Monday right before episode 7. So in case you've missed it, you can tune in and see it. So once again, this is episode 6, taking a little time to relax and plan out the rest of your college application process. My name is Dr. P. Dominique Paterano, PhD, founder and head coach of Crimson Coaching. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them for me on the Facebook page, or you can always email me at info@crimsoncoaching.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.